All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday. And always happy to see our friends from Italy here in the store. This is a small producer from Abruzzo, which an area that every single square inch is covered with grapevines, and everyone that lives here involved in the wine business practically. And this is a new producer. They're in the mountainous areas. You have some areas near the coast there. They have 49 hectares, and what you get from this area is a little more freshness, a little more acidity. All the wines here go through wild fermentation, all estate bottled, all stainless. And they've had really cool vintages in this area, 13 and 14. They made none of their top wines. They just could not get the grapes completely ripe. And my favorite producer in Italy, one of them is here from this region, Valenti. And, well, 2007, he was just saying the opposite, that it was too hot. So, obviously, some conflicting opinions about what's going on here. Anyways, this first wine from Valle Reale, the Trebbiano d'Abruzzo, really nice, fresh wine. You know, this is a medium-sized winery. They make about 60,000 bottles annually, and it's a heritage site also, so has to be organic by law. And really fresh tree fruits here on the nose, pretty white flowers, some lime citrus notes, really fresh and lively wine on the tongue, fresh apples, lemon, and nice tongue-tingly kind of sea salt minerality notes to the finish. Very good at $15.50, man. You can find some incredible values, very unique and distinctive white wines from Italy for short money. We had the 2012 also, interesting to try that wine next to it. This wine in a screw cap, which the 2013 is in a fake cork, which I would much rather prefer a screw cap, but for some reason the Italians are not like a screw cap. Anyways, this wine's got a little more minerality on the nose here, some fresh earth also showing through the green apple and pear fruits. Still has that tongue-tingly minerality, and like I said, I would rather take the 12 over the 13 just because it has the screw cap. It's going to stay fresh longer. But I actually like the 13 better. Interesting. All right, the Valle Reale, Montepulciano d'Abruzzo. Montepulciano is also the name of an area. Montepulciano d'Abruzzo is the name of the grape in this part of the world, so a little bit confusing, but this is a really unique grape. It has kind of a wild animal character to it. This is a really light example of this wine, only 8 to 9 days of skin contact, so you know, some dark spices shown in this wine, some earth, and a little bit of that sauvage character, a little dark cocoa and wildflowers, but very fresh and lively on the tongue, black raspberry, plum-like fruit, a little bit of that wildflower and earth in the finish, short, but on a hot summer day, chill this one down, very nice at $15.50, and then on to the big boys, the Popoli. The Vigneto di Popoli, which is the oldest part of the state, and these are fermented in large barrels, so old oak. They don't want the influence of the wood, they just want the oxidization factor, and Popoli is the name of the town where the vineyard is. That's the name of the wine, and refers to a very poor area, and this grape, usually a peasant grape, but it can raise to heights. Like I said, one of my favorite producers in Italy, Valentini, produces spectacular wines from Montepulciano. This wine a little bigger, there's a little more of that dried meat, a little more concentrated fruit here, that dark cocoa also showing. Very smooth and silky on the tongue, with nice richness here, a lot of fruit in this wine, and a long finish. You want to keep this wine for 3 to 5 years easily. Lovely length and balance there. Excellent juice at $19.50. And then the big boy, the San Castillo, and this is the top wine. It's only made in great vintages. Only 2,000 to 4,000 bottles produced. They talk in bottles in Europe most of the time, so under 200 cases in an off vintage. So very small production, very dark, very intense bouquet here. That's pretty floral notes, that dark earth, that savage animal note really showing through, some black licorice spice, big and chewy wine on the tongue. This grape can be very big, very wild, and somewhat tannic also. This wine needs a little bit of time. I would put it aside for a decade. Most excellent juice, and $53. So pretty reasonably priced. That's what we had to drink with our friends from Valle Reale. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.